In 2015, I worked with Fiserv, the financial services company. Yeah. I was a graduate software developer there. So I have a little bit of exposure to I work with some data, and they had me do tasks like populating mock databases and running queries. So I had a basic understanding, but I've definitely developed it a lot after being at MVP Studio, for sure. Yeah, I think for me the most beneficial things there's always theory, but for me, I always feel like the practical parts are what really solidified the knowledge for me, or the skills. And so yeah, I feel like with MVP Studio, the fact that there's a good balance of theory and practical, and the fact that we got to practice whatever we learn, I think that really helped me understand. So my advice would be just to keep practicing whatever you've learned. That's something I've learned a little bit later on in my life. Earlier on, it was just I would read something and then I would expect to just remember it a few weeks later, but then I would forget it. So I think the practical aspect is very important, and just repetition of what you're doing. And for me, another thing I really learned was asking questions, because I feel like, especially where I'm from in India, when someone asks a question, a lot of times people think that it's a bad sign because you don't know something. So asking questions is looked down upon, but I feel like asking questions is the best way to learn. And whether you feel like you really don't know a lot, that's always a good step to follow. Just ask questions, and yeah, with having so many people who are experts and people who are so experienced, I think that's always a good thing to do. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I like how the course carries into the practical component. If it was just you do the course and then you have to find your own practical work, I think it would have been a lot more difficult. But the fact that they're interlinked, I think it's definitely valuable.